What is up, comic book fans, readers, collectors, cover lovers? Everyone is welcome here at Nerdy Geeks Comics, no matter how you collect. Today is Sunday, March the 29th, 2026, and this is my MegaCon Day 1 haul video. So I wanted to do just one haul, but as I've said before, I basically brought home a short box worth of stuff from MegaCon. And judging from my YouTube analytics, most people only watch me for about 11 to 12 and a half minutes. So doing a 45 hour long video will do nothing. So I'm going to do this day 1, day 2, and day 3. Hopefully that works out better. Hopefully I'm able to keep this below 20 minutes. So I'm going to give it a shot, and let's go ahead and get to my haul. Okay, so to start things off, this is actually a MegaCon Fan Expo exclusive. It's not from one of the retailers. So here we have Harley Quinn and Elvira, issue number 1. And this cover just checks a bunch of boxes for me. It's a Harley cover. It's an Elvira cover. It's got Harley, in cosplay as a witch. And we got a full moon. I love it. This is one of the ones I wanted to make sure I picked up. So I did pick up a few of these. So one of my first stops was at Eastside Comics, not for any particular reason other than that's just where the line for Will Jack ended. And my wife and I were taking turns by one standing in line, the other one going to looking around, and then we'd switch off. And they were right there next to us. So I went ahead and started there. And I did pick up this Absolute Batman issue number 18. This is a fantastic cover by Ben Oliver. Really great cover. So this is your regular trade dress, but I did pick up the foil, and as much as I love to try and show off foils, they're just not done justice whenever I put them on the video. But this one was limited to 800, so I did pick up one of these. All right, these next 3 I also picked up with those at Eastside Comics. Here we have Supergirl, issue number 1. This cover was done by In-Hyuk Lee, a really fantastic cover of Supergirl with Crypto right here. I really love this cover. It's very cute, and this was limited to 450. But I also picked up this cover, and this, if you know, is arguably one of Michael Turner's, it's either one of, if not his most famous artwork. So here we have Natalie Sanders' homage to Michael Turner's Supergirl, and this cover was limited to 600. As soon as I saw that they were doing an homage cover to Michael Turner, I made sure to pick this one up. And I also picked up this, again, Supergirl number 1. This one is actual Michael Turner that has been turned into a foil, and this one is limited to 450. So I've had a lot of new people subscribing to my channel, and y'all may not know, but Michael Turner is my all-time favorite artist. There is no one else I love to collect more than Michael Turner. Like, if I find a Michael Turner book that's a Fathom book that you can find anywhere for like $3, I'm picking it up. The Superman Batman run that he did, the Supergirl run that he did, I'm picking all of those up whenever I see them. And the reason why I love Michael Turner so much is, I've told this story before, but like I said, I've had a lot of new subs recently, is when I was a kid, comic books was not in the budget for my family. So as much as I wanted to read comic books and collect comic books, just couldn't afford it. So I grew up watching, the Batman, the animated series, the X-Men animated series, all that stuff. And my friends who could afford comic books, because there wasn't a lot of them either, I would read some of their stuff, but even the ones that didn't have huge collections. They would have one like here or there. But when I went to Iraq with the United States Marine Corps in 2004, I received a care package, just one of the general care packages that gets sent out to, people while we're out overseas. They sent a care package, and inside of it was a couple of Wizard magazines. And I read those things cover to cover, and they were highlighting art by Michael Turner because he was going to be coming out with some books, I think, within the next year. And I decided at that point, if I make it home, I'm going to go collect my comic books like I always wanted to. And I'm going to collect art by this man, Michael Turner. And unfortunately, Michael did pass away from cancer around the age of 36, I believe. So he's no longer with us. So I collect everything I can about Michael Turner, and that is why. So, I know there's a lot of people out there who like, yeah, he was a good artist, but he wasn't the best. It is a personal thing for me why I pick him up. To me, he was a great artist, but it's that whole connection I have with it. So that's the whole thing. You're always going to see me showing Michael Turner art.
Y'all ever have one of those days where just nothing seems to work? So this is the second time I've recorded this entire video, and this time my audio cuts out right here at this spot. So I apologize, but I'm going to be doing a voiceover for the rest of this video, and it's probably not going to match up at all. So just pretend you're watching Godzilla.
Okay, so next up I have a comic book. So here from Carnivore Comics, I have Nort's Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, and this is the cover of Harley Quinn done by the amazing Carla Cohen. The print run for this was 800. My wife and I are big Harley Quinn fans and Carla Cohen fans, so we had to make sure to pick up at least one of these. Also from Carnivore Comics, we picked up this Nort's Illustrated, and this is a cover also by Carla Cohen of Supergirl, also limited to 800. A really great cover right here. And the next cover was another Nort's Illustrated. This cover is of Poison Ivy, and this cover was done by the amazing Lucho Parillo, who is the husband of Carla Cohen. This was also limited to 800, but I don't know what's going on here with whatever Ivy's sitting on, but you got the two eyes. It's pretty disgusting, but still a great cover of Ivy right here. I apologize so much for what's about to happen. So here I'm explaining how, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I don't like blind bags anymore. I still buy them here and there, but they don't hold the same aura that they once did because I've opened up over 400. But my wife has never opened up a blind bag, and she saw that they had the Ooh La La blind bag, and she did like a couple of the covers. So she decided she was gonna buy at least one and try and pick some up. So these books that I'm about to show you came out of those blind bags. So to start off, we have this cover of Pop Kill #1. The cover was done by Ariel Diaz, and this cover was limited to 250. So the next cover I have was this cover of Pop Kill. This is also from the blind bag, and this is a cover by Eom. A really fantastic cover. If I do this, it kind of looks like she has a space helmet on. But I love these foils, but they never do justice showing them off on camera. Alright, so coming up next, we have Invincible Returns. This is issue #1, and this is also a Carla Cohen cover. A really fantastic cover by Carla Cohen. I really love this cover. This print run was limited to 1500. So as you can tell, my lips aren't matching what you're hearing. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much longer because I'm covering my face more often. Again, try to remember how much you loved watching Godzilla as a kid, even though it was dubbed and the lips didn't match. So the next book I have to show you is this fantastic cover of Invincible. Here we have Adam Eve, and this is a fantastic cover by Eom. A really nice Eom cover of Adam Eve right here. So he was at the table doing autographs, and this right here is an Eom autograph. This is not a remark, this is his autograph. Very elaborate, really fantastic. I couldn't believe it when I saw what he was doing. I wanted to make sure, I had some plastic on there. Anyways, it's gone now. But this is a fantastic autograph by Eom, and I don't remember what I said here, but check this out. He really takes his time, and his autographs are all very unique. So if you're ever in line waiting for Eom, remember, he takes his time. So this is another autograph he did. So like I said, he does different types of autographs on his books. They're not all the same. They're all unique. Really fantastic. Really glad that I actually got in line and got that. So the next booth we ended up going to, which was technically the first booth we went to, but it just took us that long to get through the line for Will Jack. And I did pick up all those other books, but finally, whenever we got there, we were able to pick up some books. And here we have Harley Quinn, issue number 58. This cover was limited to 800, and I want to say that this is a Natalie Sanders cover. It doesn't actually show on here. My wife actually picked this book up while I was in Eom's line, but y'all let me know. Do y'all think this is a Natalie Sanders book? Leave me a comment. Next up is this Pop Kill cover by Tony Trophy. A really fantastic cover. This is limited to 300. My wife actually picked this one up also. All these books of the Comic Mint she was able to pick up because I wasn't back from the line with Eom yet. But a really great cover. And here we have Exquisite Corpses, issue number 10. This is also a cover done by Tony Trophy. This was limited to 300. We did end up getting an autograph by Tony Trophy right there, but this is a really beautiful cover of the Fox Mask Killer right here. Awesome cover. And as I already said, my wife is a huge Natalie Sanders fan. So here we have Pop Kill, issue number 1, and this cover was done by Natalie Sanders. We got it autographed by her. It was limited to 400, but a really great cover by Natalie Sanders right here. And I don't know if how many covers there are where you get both soda companies on the cover. Okay, so here is the whole reason we went to Will Jack's table first. We have this great Vampirella cover. This is number 245 of 666, and I don't know if this is going to take off like the New York 2024 cover did, but this is still a really fantastic cover of Vampirella. We got it autographed. This one doesn't have it, but we have one with the Will Jack autograph and then one with the Will Jack and the teeth. But this is an amazing cover by Will Jack of Vampirella. I don't know if it'll be worth as much as NYCC, but I went ahead and took the chance, so we'll find out. So Will Jack and Davis Ryder are teaming up with this creator-owned new IP, and this is the ash can that they were giving away as long as you were making a purchase. It was only one per customer, but my wife and I were both each able to pick up a copy. So, you know, if I'm lucky, this book will take off, because you know how ash cans tend to go up in value if a book gets up. We'll see what happens, but really happy to have this in the collection. Maybe this will be the next hot book. So next up, we have this issue of Exquisite Corpses. This is issue number 11 by Suspiria Vilches, and this is limited to 500 copies. I was able to pick up a couple of them. I'm really happy to have this. It's a really fantastic cover of the Fox Mask Killer and of Rascal Randy. And of course, I did get it autographed by Suspiria. And I love this distressed look on this. It's supposed to look like a VHS, but it's a really nice cover. Pops, if you're watching, make sure your granddaughters aren't watching right now. Here we have Pop Kills, issue number 1. This is, of course, a exclusive by Suspiria Vilches. There is an NSFW version where you don't see the bubbles, but we did make sure to get this autographed. A really nice cover right here. All right, so next up we have Something's Killing the Children, issue number 1, and this cover is also by Suspiria Vilches. We have a fantastic virgin foil, limited to 350. Of course, I did make sure to get this autographed. So before I left home, I planned on bringing these, but I forgot them. But luckily for me, Suspiria had one cover left. I bought the last one that she had. So here we have Something's Killing the Children, issue number 43. And this is one of the best Something's Killing the Children covers to come out in a long time. It is a foil. It looks gorgeous in hand. You got Erica up there. You got the monster at the bottom. You got her teeth, a mask right in between, separating. It is a fantastic cover of Something's Killing the Children, and I'm really happy I was able to pick up this and get it autographed. It is a fantastic cover. Very happy to have in my collection. Again, Pops, if you have Sweet Baby Elizabeth or Nicole, make sure they're not watching for these next few books. Here we have Pop Kill, issue number 1. This cover was done by Alexander Lozano, a really fantastic artist that just seemed to explode last year. I really like this cover. It actually came in a set. There's an NSFW version that came with it, but this one is a really nice cover. And here, this is the NSFW version. I did edit it or censor it for y'all, but y'all can basically tell this set was limited to $250. It was only sold as a set. You couldn't buy one or the other. It had to be both. So here we have this amazing cover of Maleficent by Anna Zhao. We love to visit Anna Zhao. We've met her at every single con we've ever gone to. My wife is a huge fan. She loves Maleficent, so she made sure to pick this one along with the green version. And this green version looks really fantastic as well. So she did pick up both versions of this, but there was also a metal version that came out of these. So of course she was going to pick that one up. And here we have the metal version, which is limited to 25. And as much as I love to pick up metal covers, they never are given justice when shown on video. I did my best to try and show y'all what it looked like, but here again, I'm going to try and give you as great a view as I can. In hand, these things are beautiful. So if you don't collect metal covers, try and give them a shot, because they do look really fantastic in hand. So our next stop was to Chrissy Zulo, where we picked up this cover of Dork, issue number 1. And this cover was actually done by both Chrissy and her husband Chris. And they did autograph both of them right here. This is a really fantastic cover. And I'm not sure which one it is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to guess that the one on top is Chrissy because of the heart up there. And that's Chris down there. But a really fantastic cover of Dork done by husband and wife team Chrissy Zulo and Chris Uminga. So our last stop was to go by Big Clutch's booth, and there we picked up this trade dress of Something's Killing the Children by Jonathan Knight. A really fantastic cover of Erica Slaughter right here doing her work. And I also picked up this foil variant of the same cover. I don't know if the set was limited to 200 or just the foil was limited to 200, but I did pick up the complete set. I know for sure the foil is limited to 200, but I don't know if they let you buy them separately. But this next set is the whole reason I wanted to make sure to stop by Big Clutch's booth. Here we have Something's Killing the Children. This is the trade dress done by Sveta Sherbina, a really fantastic artist that I love collecting. We have Erica right here. We have Octo. Really fantastic cover. I also picked up this glow-in-the-dark variant, and this is a virgin variant. All of this glows in the dark. Her mask, her teeth, the cuts on her glow in the dark. I don't remember what everything else does, but it looks really fantastic. If you want to see what it looks like in the glowing in the dark, go to my Instagram. I do have a really great picture there of this cover and then having it glow in the dark. And my Instagram is the same thing as my YouTube. It's at Nerdy Geeks Comics, so it'll be easy for you to find. but I did make sure to get a really great picture of that. And of course, I picked up the foil variant. So I got this entire set. It's 3 books. You get the Virgin, the Glow in the Dark, or the Trade, the Virgin Glow in the Dark, and the Virgin Foil. Really fantastic covers. This foil actually looks way better, but I did pick up 2 sets of this because I really loved it. I have one more book to show you, so let's get to it. Here I have this issue of Batman, issue number 13, with a beautiful Harley Quinn cover done by Natalie Sanders. Of course, it is a CGC Signature Series 9.8. My wife and I do love to collect the Sugar Skull covers. Looks really fantastic. And that's the last book I have to show y'all. I'm so sorry that my audio went out and you got stuck with me trying to just dub over this. I could not remember anything that I said. Hopefully the next video my audio works just fine. Again, I am a small YouTube channel. I'm working off of a laptop and a plug-in mic, so hopefully soon I can upgrade my equipment and y'all don't have to deal with things like this. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.